15 Sneaky Signs He's About to Propose. When it comes to planning the perfect proposal, some guys are able to keep their plans under wraps for months. They work out every single detail without you even knowing it, right down to picking out the perfect jaw-dropping engagement ring. By the time they get down on one knee, you're so shocked you can barely mutter out the word, yes. But for others, planning the proposal of your dreams is one of the most stressful situations in a man's life. Many are unable to keep a cool, calm and collected demeanor while planning for this new phase of their lives. So if you're hoping your guy is working on all the details for the perfect proposal, you can look for some clear signals that he is about to change your title from girlfriend to fiancé. Keep reading to see the 15 common signs that your guy is about to pop the question. 15. He's acting nervous. When a guy knows he's about to take the next step in his life, asking you to be his wife is a thought that will consume him. A series of emotions can flood his body, making him act all sorts of strange. He will be a huge walking ball of stress, and he'll likely be scared, terrified and definitely nervous when he thinks about asking you to be his wife. When the two of you are together, he may get really fidgety, constantly drop things, and inadvertently bump into walls like he has been hitting the bottle all day. No, he's not trying to relive his fraternity days, he just has something major that is on his mind. Asking him what's wrong will only make things worse if he senses you've caught on to his plans to propose to you. So if you've noticed that your once cool and suave boyfriend has turned his swag into a bunch of jitters, a marriage proposal can definitely be in the works. 14. He starts hiding his cell phone. This next sign can go either one of two ways. Either your man is cheating on you, or he is planning to propose. For the sake of not inducing a panic attack, let's just assume your guy is definitely not cheating on you. That leaves just one option, and it's the moment you've been waiting for all of your life. A marriage proposal. If your guy suddenly starts to shield his phone from you every time it rings, and he suddenly puts a lock code on his device, don't assume the worst. He could be hiding all the top secret details about your engagement ring. Emails from the jeweler could be flooding his email inbox, and his text messages are probably blowing up from his married brothers who are giving him advice on how to propose to you in the most romantic way. Whatever you do, resist the urge to snoop. You don't want to ruin the surprise, do you? 13. He starts saving money. Before a guy starts to think about the future, he's likely to spend money like it's the last days on earth. But when he starts to seriously consider settling down with you, he will begin to look at the bigger picture. Getting engaged and planning a wedding is going to cost him a pretty penny, so you may notice that he starts to become more concerned with saving money for a rainy day. When a man is thinking about settling down, he'll really be focused on penny pinching and putting away cash to buy you one of the engagement rings you pin to your Rings I Adore Pinterest board. href equals http://target equals _ greater than the average cost of an engagement ring is $4,758. So unless your guy is ballin' out of control, he'll have to really make an effort to save enough cash to make that big purchase. If he previously loved to splurge on everything from clothing and shoes to dinners at the finest restaurants, and now you can barely convince him to go half on a $5 pizza, we're pretty sure you're about to get engaged. 12. He does a complete 180. For the past 2 years, your guy would routinely lounge on the couch while you cleaned the house. He wouldn't offer to wash the dishes after you cooked one of your fabulous Sunday dinners. Getting him to clean up his mess in the restroom was almost impossible, and he would pretend to fall asleep every time you asked him to dump the trash. But as soon as he starts to think about making you his wife, he will do a complete 180. You may notice that he has dinner already prepared by the time you walk in from work, he has cleaned up the entire house while you took your midday nap, and he makes more of an effort to put the toilet seat down after he does his business. Go get a manicure so your nails are looking flawless, because he's about to put a big fat engagement ring on your ring finger. 11. He talks about jewelry. Most guys couldn't care less about ring cuts, carats, clarity and color. They have no idea what's popular in terms of modern ring styles, and they're definitely clueless when it comes to the cost of fine jewelry. But if your guy starts quizzing you about an engagement ring he just so happened to run across on Instagram, it could be a sign that he's shopping for a sparkler just for you. His increased interest in jewelry comes from him spending countless hours searching for the type of ring that will really blow you away. But of course, he wants you to be excited with his ring selection. So he will drop hints and ask questions about your preferred ring style without giving it away that he plans on proposing to you. The next time he asks you the difference between white gold and platinum, just know that the marriage proposal in your dreams could be in the works. 10. He's happy to be your plus one. In the beginning of your relationship, your guy would moan and complain every single time you asked him to accompany you to one of your friends' weddings. He would even go as far as to fake a tummy ache. In the end, you would end up dragging him along, but he was definitely an unhappy camper the entire time. Now suddenly, he seems way more eager to attend these types of events with you. He even plans out your outfit so the two of you can color coordinate. When a man is eager to be your plus one at a wedding, he could be gearing up to propose to you. Attending a wedding will get him mentally prepared for the day he walks down the aisle. So as your friends say their I do's, your guy will be secretly envisioning the moment the two of you become husband and wife. 9. He spends more time with your parents. In a perfect world, your guy and your parents would get along beautifully. But unfortunately, perfecting the harmony between the people who mean the most to you can sometimes be challenging. If your guy was once shy and awkward around your family, but now he's calling to schedule some solo one-on-one time with the Rents, he could be thinking about moving your relationship into the next phase. When he knows that he wants to spend the rest of his life with you, getting along with your folks will be one of his top priorities. So the next time he tells you he is going to help your dad clean out the garage, just know that he's probably ironing out the details of your dream proposal. If you know for sure that your guy is old-fashioned, his time with your parents is probably spent asking them for your hand in marriage. 8. You catch him in your jewelry box. We have already discussed just how clueless men are when it comes to jewelry. But they aren't the only ones who are stumped when it's time to shop for a ring. Many women are even stumped and have no clue about their own ring size, so it's pretty much pointless for your guy to ask you what size you wear, right? To keep the engagement plans under wraps, he will probably try to swipe one of the rings from your jewelry box that you wear often because he'll be using the size of that ring to buy a beautiful engagement ring that fits you perfectly. If you catch him snooping through your jewelry collection, don't worry. He won't be heading off to the nearest pawn shop with your most prized pieces. If you notice one of your favorite rings is missing from your jewelry box, take it as a sign that your guy will most likely be proposing to you. 7. He talks more about the future. Even the biggest commitment phobes love to talk about the future when they are thinking about popping the question to the woman they love. If you could barely get your guy to commit to seeing a movie together on the weekends, and now suddenly you can't get him to shut up about where the two of you will live, how many kids you will have, and what the two of you will be doing when you're old and gray, it's probably because he is envisioning having you in his life forever. Go ahead and take part in his daydreams and fantasies, because we're pretty sure a proposal is already in the works. And oh yeah, don't forget to get your nails painted with Opie's Alpine Snow, and get ready to take some epic ring selfies once he pops the question. Congrats, girl. You are well on your way to becoming a Mrs. 6. He suddenly M.I.A. Your guys was always around and accessible to you. He would answer his phone after 1-5 rings, and all of your text messages were returned with lightning speed. But suddenly, your guy is gone with the wind. You practically have to put out an APB in order to track him down these days. When he does show up, after you blow up his phone with back-to-back calls, he has absolutely no explanation as to where he was or who he was with. And of course, he's acting all strange and wonky, which leads you to believe either he's living a double life as an FBI informant, or he's cheating on you. But chances are, he was out shopping for an engagement ring or putting the final touches on your proposal. So cut the guy some slack. As soon as he slips that gorgeous engagement ring on your finger, he'll be back to giving you his full attention. 5. He wants to spend his free time with you. When a guy is thinking about popping the question, He will want to spend as much of his free time with you as possible. Suddenly, hanging with his brothers is no longer at the top of his to-do list. Instead, he will feel more than content laying around and doing absolutely nothing with you. As long as he is in your presence, he will be happy. Spending time together strengthens the bond and closeness he feels towards you, and it will help him feel even more comfortable about taking that next step in your relationship. So if you start to notice that he comes straight to your house every day after work, he has a smile on his face as he accompanies you on your trip to the drugstore to stock up on tampons, and he skips out on watching Monday Night Football just to take you out to your favorite Mexican restaurant, he's definitely thinking about locking you down for life. 4. He starts quizzing you about your friends' proposals. Remember when your BFF got engaged? You were so excited to tell your boyfriend all the juicy details, but he seemed anything but interested in the conversation. It's likely he just wasn't in the right frame of mind to even consider thinking or talking about anything that has to do with getting engaged or getting married. But now that some time has passed, he has warmed up to the idea of popping the question, and he wants to know all the deets about your friends' engagements. He will ask you a bunch of questions because he's trying to get ideas on the type of proposal he will prepare for you. If you've noticed a change in his interest level when it comes to engagement stories, take this as a clear sign that your guy is ready and willing to put a ring on it. Your day is likely just around the corner. 3. Your friends and family are acting weird. One of the clearest signs that a marriage proposal is in the works is the awkward behavior of your friends and family. Your boyfriend probably already told your parents that he plans on asking you to be his wife, and he may have even enlisted the help of a few of your close friends to help him pull off the proposal without a hitch. Your friends and family will probably be so giddy and bursting with joy and anticipation on the days leading up to your big proposal. You may wonder why everyone's smiling at you and acting annoyingly happy, but they are holding on to a secret that they know will forever change your life. Something huge is about to go down, and they can't wait for the day of your proposal. They're all looking forward to congratulating you and finally being able to celebrate this new phase in your life. 2. He gets sentimental. When your boyfriend is thinking about making you his wife, he will be consumed with a bunch of emotions. If your guy usually has a hard exterior, and he doesn't show his emotions very often, he'll definitely become more sentimental as the thoughts of making you his wife begin to flood his mind. He may write you gushy love notes and leave them on the windshield of your car. He'll suddenly want to hold you all through the night as you sleep in his arms, or he'll surprise you with chocolates and flowers for no reason at all. When he speaks to you, he will look you deeply in your eyes and profess his love for you, and he'll make his intentions of making you his wife known. Enjoy these sappy moments, and just know that he's planning on backing up all of his words with the proposal of your dreams. 1. He suggests a vacation. The ultimate sign that your guy is ready to pop the question is when he suggests the two of you head out on a romantic vacation. But don't think for one moment that just because he didn't book a week-long trip to a luxury resort that a proposal is not in the works. He could be planning to propose during a weekend getaway to the nearest beach city, or maybe your proposal setting will be in a log cabin in the middle of the forest. The location really doesn't matter. It's the fact that he's whisking you away that should lead you to believe that you'll soon be wearing an engagement ring on your ring finger. If you're usually in the driver's seat when it comes to planning your trips, but suddenly he takes the reins on your upcoming vacation, he's about to make you his fiancé. A vacation proposal is something that the two of you will remember for the rest of your lives. Looking for an ad-free experience on the Taco. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.